All right, gentlemen, we are back with another edition of the UFFL podcast, week 11. We are here today. We have the pleasure of Fuller Effect joining us. How are we doing, Fuller? Yeah, we were forgot to mention, we're coming fresh off the Thursday night game. The Patriots and the Jets. It was a barn burner, to say the least. Absolutely not. And we are here today with everyone's favorite, Delaniacs.
Yes.
Let the glazing begin.
Yeah, let's just get that out of the way right off rip. Let's just talk about it. Let's just talk about the elephant in the room.
Let's address the edge. Yeah, coming
9-1.
9-1. 9-1.
Yep.
Yeah, well, there's hands.
Gets this week with no Marvin Harrison, buddy. We're feeling good. We're feeling ready.
Yeah,
ready to continue this win streak.
I feel like there's no better person to have on to talk about your win streak than Fuller Effect, the man that holds the longest win streak, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. But let's move on. Let's talk about some of the Week 10 highlights. The highest points of last week. Yours truly, Delaniacs, at 171.2. That was aggressive. That was a beatdown. Who'd you play last week? Bad Intentions. That's right.
Oh, I had to get my get right game. Oh, where'd Aaron go? We almost had it.
So 71.2. You got your redemption game on Christian. I bet you that feels good. I feel like that was like the last Thanos stone of your regular season.
1-1 though. Is this going to be the future like rivalry for Delaniacs? Is it going to be me and Bad Intentions? He put up a good fight. We still put up like 130, I think. So it wasn't a complete fucking,
I mean, you would hope not, because he's about to go and rebuild, and if you're
I don't think that kid knows what the word rebuild means.
That's not a great look.
I don't think that's in his Webster dictionary. He's never heard that term
I think
before.
he's learning. I think Christian's finally getting it figured out.
Yeah.
Lowest points of the week, we had Bova's. I think number 3 this year. No one really saw that. I didn't see that one coming this year for Bova's. I didn't think he would have such a down year.
Mm-mm.
But it's not even just a down year. It's like an aggressively down year. Like, it is.
Just
it's like everything that could go wrong did go wrong.
Yeah, but it's not like he's losing guys due to injury. It's
like Derrick Henry falling off the cliff. We all knew it was coming eventually. It's just how long was it going to take? And the year Bova's got him, he finally did it.
I mean, dude, that combined with Kamara, DJ, it's like that scene in was it Billy Madison when Chris Farley drives the bus off the bridge, and you got like Alvin Kamara and Derrick Henry and all them in the bus, and they're like Doyle rules. Yeah, just Bova rules. Yeah, that's what's going on in Bova land right now. Biggest blowout of the week. Here's another redemption game, actually, because the Illegals pulled out over Gordon the Guys, but Gordon the Guys just annihilated Illegals by 72.6. Get this. The gap between Gordon Guys, the blowout number, that number would have beat Bova's. 72.6. 72.6 is the biggest blowout. Bova's 72.1.
Wow.
Can't make this shit up. And we have a new addition we should have been doing a while ago, and this is actually brought to my attention by Fortes, why we're not giving shout outs to most player points. Shout out Fortes last week, Caleb Williams. Don't know if you boys saw that, about 50 points, but yeah, most points of the week. He's proud. That's probably going to be what's cool about this league. Side note is that you can have the shittiest team in our league still go win money. So congratulations, Mike, last week. This week, most player points, Jonathan motherfucker.
Yeah, three TDs to get you that right there.
6, man. 49.6. If you would have had 2 Jonathan Taylors last week, you would have annihilated Bova's. Other one. All right, so recap over some of the games, though. We already kind of touched base. Delaniacs versus Bad Intentions. It wasn't really much of a game. A good one of last week, and this one was actually like, I feel like on paper wasn't most highly touted, but it's now starting to throw off the course of the South and Fuller Effect beating Back Nines. I think that was huge.
Yeah.
It was huge for you guys.
Yeah.
Definitely a blow to Back Nines on that one.
Yeah.
What win streak are you on, Aaron? Is it just 1 or 2?
No, I think it's 2. 2, maybe 3.
That's what's up.
Hey,
anybody could win in that division.
Yeah.
You guys are all still within a game?
Yeah,
it's close.
Yeah,
2 games.
1 game. Yeah, we've been beating each other up, to say the least.
Yeah, truly.
5 and 5, 5 and 5, 5 and 5, 4 and 6.
Yeah.
Hey, but
and Aaron's the only win streak.
We're trending right now. I'll say that.
If you really want to get analytical here, on paper, Fuller Effect might have the strongest team.
No, absolutely. It's like we were saying with Gord, like week 1 through 5. It's like, yeah, the dude's losing, but like his roster's good. Not like it's a trash roster.
Yeah.
I think Bucky Irving come back definitely hurts Rashid White. Your running backs are going to look a little
Yeah,
sorry
it's gonna be a
absolutely.
big up for Bucky, but I don't know, man. I do feel I just don't think Bucky's gonna run away with that backfield. If he's already banged up, dude, you gotta preserve him. You gotta keep him healthy. And unfortunately, there's 3 good running backs in Tampa, and all 3 are gonna be.
It's just the piece of the pie right now.
Yeah.
Tucker's already eating into it there, and then you
yeah.
add Bucky back. White's
Maybe
just gonna
Bill
White's
will
gonna
make
be on the
him
way
back.
out. White's going to be out of Tampa next year.
Yeah, he's in
They've been out of Fuller land.
probably
On his
both.
Way out.
But he's got that contract wrapped around him. We'll see. Another game last week, what a notable game was Gordon the Guys versus Illegals. And again, that was another redemption game with Gordon the Guys. He also did take the division lead on that one. It was a long time coming. We all saw that one coming. He just got out the gate. You know, he's hungover from winning the championship. You can't blame the guy. You can't blame the team. But they're definitely out here, and hate to say, I think they're hawking down Delaniacs. You know, if there's any heat on your ass, it's Gordon the Guy's applying it. I will say that. Dad body's legit, but don't think there's a threat like Gordon the Guy's in here. So that was the game, and then the most notable game of last week, and how dare we forget this one, was Fish and the Fellas versus Only Dan's. What a game, boys. That one literally came down to a drive. We'll talk about Only Dan's here in a little bit, but you know, how do we word just a great game that came down to Sunday night. Probably not the best GMing by both squad, or you know, at least one team probably GM'd pretty well. But it came down to a point, and I don't know. I'm pretty sure we were all watching. It's like, was Aaron Rodgers gonna get all he needed? It was crazy. All he needed for him to win was a final drive passing touchdown. He needed the yardage and he needed the touchdown to overtake the lead, and Rodgers hit that. So it was awesome. I mean, that was one of those games. We don't get too many of those games that come down to prime time and we're all watching it. And you know,
that's nice.
Makes the games way more
gander.
interesting coming down to the last day.
Yeah, so this division is starting to turn into an all-out brawl. So keep it going, guys, down there in the South.
We fight
Ain't no
dirty.
East, but yeah, have fun. Like a bunch of retards trying to hum a doorknob. Yeah, let's dip into some studs and duds. Studs. Aaron, let's hear it.
Oh,
Studs. Louder, Aaron. Louder for the people in the back,
I
Aaron.
can't talk any louder.
Stud. Aaron's
Screaming in the middle of his house.
She's like, Aaron, what are you doing right now?
Neighbors
No,
are
no.
like,
All right, so studs of the week. So this one, and again, this is all premeditated before tonight, but I was going with Travion Henderson. Travion Henderson last week dropped 28 points, and that was one of the big come-ups against Only Dan's was the breakout performance of Travion, which we did see tonight. How many points did he have tonight, boys?
I didn't even look, but he had 3 touchdowns, so
He's
it
gotta
had to be
have
at least
30.
30.
Easy.
Take a gander. 32.3.
You gotta love to see that. You gotta love to see as Travion owners. Late breakout, he's starting to break out, and he looks every bit of it. The guy can catch, the guy can run between the tackles, the outside, he pass block,
Home run
he
speed.
can do everything. Yeah, the guy fucking does everything. It was a matter of time with him. Definitely, probably one of the running backs I would have considered with the first pick, but. I mean, there was talk for a while, like all bullshit aside. I think there was talk after preseason, like, hey, 1-1, like you gotta consider Delaney. I know we were talking about like you gotta consider Henderson 1-1, right? And
I mean, PPR wise, right? Too. We're a PPR league, so somebody who just gets that much fucking catches, like, just it makes sense.
yeah, absolutely. And my dud of last week,
Duds.
dud.
Milk duds.
Dud.
I hate
We'll
milk
do
duds.
this. We'll go stud and dud, and then we'll pass it. My
Horrible.
dud of last week. Sorry to keep ripping on the poor guy. Boba's entire wide receiving and tight end core combined for a whopping 12.9.
Boba's whole roster is
Yeah.
dud of the week.
Yeah, it's getting rough over there in Boba land, and got a lot to do for the future, but the wide receivers, you got to figure that out. You got to start making moves or something. So yeah, my studs and duds, Deltron. Let's hear it.
What's up, sorry? For my stud of the week, obviously, how could you not do it? Jonathan Taylor, 49.6. And contrary to what Fish said, I left that motherfucker alone. I woke up at a crisp 9, turned on the third quarter of the game, and saw him going ham, and it was a perfect way to start my morning. It was great. It was 10 out of 10. But yeah, Jonathan Taylor. I mean, he's single-handedly put me into first place. And then for my dud, I have, which I did like this move. I called it out. Shout out Tuna. Kyle Juszczyk, though. You're starting Kyle Juszczyk and are starting your RB2 spot.
You're struggling. Come on,
man. I like it because they do give Kyle Juszczyk a lot of those goal line touches. You know, he gets those little two yarders to get a tutty. He was really just banking on that touchdown upside, but that's tough to watch.
All right, guilty as charged. You can't tell me like for 3 years you've never been in a running back predicament and Kyle Juszczyk has not crossed your mind.
Absolutely.
He's always
110%.
You stare at him, especially on our waiver wire where it's bare.
Yeah,
You're
the waiver
like,
wire is very top, and you're like, it just doesn't make sense. He's a fullback. He's white. He has 9 fingers.
he's white.
Like think of every reason not to go Juszczyk. So shout out Tuna for actually having the nutsack to go.
Here's a quick one. Who's been someone on the waiver wire that you've looked at for the past 3 weeks where you're like,
Oh,
you just
that's a
haven't
good
had the
question.
gall? Mine's been Jalen Naylor. I'll call that out now. After last game, I was like, no,
Yeah,
no, thank you.
on the waiver wire.
Maybe.
Hey, how about that's a question for Matt Powers? Who have you looked at on the waiver wire that you really want to go after?
We have a waiver wire?
Or what?
You can add
that's a
people
good
to
question.
the season?
Man, I mean, I told you I was eyeing Shadur for a while.
You pulled the trigger.
Yeah, I had to pull the trigger, but I would say, man, let me take a look. I can't give away my secrets,
Yeah.
right?
Give one that you're not going to pick up, though.
Huh. Let's see what's going on here.
There's a few juicy ones I wouldn't put out there if I really wasn't feeling that confident in it, you know?
You know, I do want to say something right now, but I don't like to, like, put people's moves on blast, but there's a defense that just hit the wire this week.
Yeah.
It's like the whole organization. It's like the dude dropped half his. So hold on one second. Let's take a look. Hold on.
Our waiver is just so thin on here too. It's like if you see someone and you even think it's like Tyler Baudet, I think, still there. Oh no, someone picked up Tyler Baudet on the waiver.
Yeah.
But you know, J.K. Dobbins going out, you're like, oh, that could be some upside there. And then this league, someone snatches him up immediately.
Oh yeah.
You're like, damn, he's gone for
they're
25.
over.
Like,
You'll overspend for somebody like that.
yeah, for someone that's just going to be, you even think is going to be, is going to be mid, but you're like,
Yeah.
maybe
You know who I've been looking at the
Less
last
than
2
mid.
weeks, 3 weeks?
less than mid. Yeah, fuck. Is it though? Is it really any running back in a Sean Payton system at any moment could just be the guy for like a game or two? So it's not like it's a horrible play.
Yeah.
Just like it's like it's throwing $20 on black, you know. Just see.
Yeah, I've been eyeing a little bit of Josh Palmer reunion, but we're not ready for that. No. Anyway, all right. So Aaron, let's hear your stud and duds of week 10.
Studs and duds for me, HN. Obviously easy with all of his home run speed. He had like 40 points, I believe. Help.
40.
Makes it look easy too.
Yeah.
When you watch him, when you see the hole open,
He gets there.
pause. He just
gets there.
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder
Nice.
who's faster
Okay.
out of him and Henderson.
It's a good
I'd
question.
Probably go H-N.
I'd take H-N.
Yeah.
Because he's tinier too, you know. He's got that
Yeah.
that breakaway speed.
And then for my dud of the week, I'm gonna have to go Justin Jefferson with the measly 7.7.
Wow.
That's not what you're expecting from your franchise wide receiver number 1.
That's a good one. Go read off his last few games too. I don't think he's top 20 points in a few weeks.
It's easy to throw AJ out there, but I didn't want to just pick our teams for everybody out there.
Low hanging fruit right there.
Yeah.
That guy said, "If you have me in fantasy, drop me."
Boys,
He's
I'm
tripping.
really disappointed that a dud of the week wasn't announced because I was gonna take it.
Well,
But
I mean,
I'm
it's another elephant in the room here.
Yeah. So my dud of the week, my real dud of the week, outside of
Consensus.
those, if we're just gonna keep it 100, was probably Bucky Irving after
No.
dropping 0 points and not even touching the field.
Didn't even
Can't
suit
have
up.
that happen. Yeah, you know, didn't suit up. Can't have him in the lineup. But we'll get there in a few more minutes. We're just marinating that one. But let's
Costly.
talk it. Yeah, let's talk about who's hot after this past week and who's not hot. Who's hot? Hydra Kids. Hydra Kids is still doing it. Again, I mean, we already know Deli's hot. We know Gordon the Guys is hot. Hydra Kids and Dad Bods, I feel I'll kill two birds with one stone here. I feel like they're both two teams that are just, they're sticking right there with the pack. Everyone else is like middle of the pack. I mean, we're all fucking fighting.
Hydra Kids would be leading in pretty much any other division. I guess not Dad Bods because points force, but I mean,
I don't know. Did they play each other yet? They may have played each other. It'd be interesting.
Dad Bods and Hydra Kids?
They probably did.
I think they did. I think Hydra Kids won, right?
Yeah. I mean, we'll have to see. But yeah, Hydra Kids, Dad Bods are high, and Blowies finally got off the losing streak. They had a big win last week. They played who'd Blowies play last week?
Let's pull it up, shall we? Blowies played.
Was it Bobas last week? I want to say
Yeah, it was Bobas. Yeah.
I feel like Joe
Can't
did
call that a big win.
Yeah, Joe. Well, I mean, Joe did him a solid. He's like, hey man, let's get you on a little win streak. 5-5, so he's there in the middle of the pack. So you say he's heating up, and teams who are not hot. He did want a few mentions for this podcast, so your wish is my command. Your team is not very hot or attractive. Drinking Fortes.
Yeah.
Drinking Fortes. They're on a 2 or 3 game losing streak now. 3-game losing streak. They're going to have a big offseason ahead of them, so hopefully you guys show some signs of life before moving into next season. Or maybe a little wheeling and dealing before the trade deadline. We'll see. Another team who's not hot, man, dude, like, again, the sell at the worst time, Drunk Tuna. They're just, man, not having a first-round pick is, like, when your team is going to be a lottery team, not having a first-round pick is going to be pretty rough to be in that situation as a Tuna. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, that hurts. It hurts, and you expect it as a full-in move. He was on a little win streak to get him back to 500, and then to just start losing, it's bad.
Yeah.
Not good.
Can't give a first. Can't give a first that early in the year.
No, definitely not that early
You
in
gotta
the year.
really, I mean, yeah, either do it before the season or do it towards trade deadline when you're pretty sure you're getting locked in. And last but not least, the hot team, something we've been kind of dying to talk about on this episode is Only Dan's. Only Dan's running a 3-game win streak. Danny, again, love you, buddy, but this one was coming, man. And this one,
It's 3-game
Losing
not
streak.
winning.
Yeah.
3-game
winning.
losing streak, but due to poor GMing, and it's funny because I mean I've talked to Danny a few times, and it's one of his favorite lines is you could have a team made up. You could have a team on paper, but it all comes down to GMing. And boy, did he fuck around and find out. The thing is, though, I will say this. I think, not to completely kick the guy when he's down, but, we had talks all year. We had talks all year. I was like, hey, same thing I tell Aaron. Same thing I tell these guys. Like, sometimes you got to move a little bit quick. You got to do that so you see a vision, you have a vision, you have a vision board. Some guys don't have a vision board. Some guys wait till last minute to put in contracts, put in everything. I get you want to see how people get banged up, whatever, but the sooner you make moves with your team at the right time, the sooner you can start setting up the next movement, whether it's a trade or a bidding war sign or anything like that. The guy likes to procrastinate a little bit, and with other times I said, hey man, you gotta hurry up. So Friday night, I gotta tell this story real quick. So Friday night, Aaron, I don't know if you remember. I know you were there, but I don't know if you were there.
There.
Danny, I gotta tell a story. So Danny's sitting there. We're at our golf award ceremony, and it's me, Christian, Aaron, and Powers. Danny's sitting there. He's like, I know you're, like, brings up out of thin air. He's like, I know you're trying to penalize me this week. And I'm like, what are you fucking talking about, bro? He's like, you know what I'm talking about. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, Cedric Tillman got activated. Keep in mind, Cedric Tillman got activated on, like, Wednesday. This is Friday. Okay. Yeah. And by the way, Bucky was already rolled out at this time. He's like, oh, he got activated, but don't worry. Like, I'm going to handle that. You're not going to get me. He's literally taunting me. He's taunting me. He's taunting the commissioner that, hey, I'm always going to do things last minute. Cool, that's great. I will tell you straight up, I had that penalty written up 5 minutes before kickoff. I had that penalty locked and loaded. And I love you, Danny, but everyone gets it. And when you're taunting the commissioner, that
That's what happens.
I
That's
think
what
we told
happened.
him on the last pod too. We were like, dude, I don't think Bucky's playing, and he was like, no, he's gonna be in. He's gonna be in.
No.
You gotta check the waiver. You gotta
Bro.
check the Ian Rappaport, the morning
Everything.
CBS fantasy, just anything.
Anything.
You gotta do something. Do something
I-
while you're not doing nothing.
If I know I have a guy, for example, like concussion protocol, and say he's out a week, the next week, Marvin Mims, prime example, he was out with concussion. I was checking Marvin Mims all week. As soon as I started seeing limited practice, I activated him.
Yeah.
Even if he got ruled
Pro
out,
tip,
I would re-switch him back and IR him. I am
Pro
not
tip: you
risking
see
that.
dudes limited at
It is.
Friday or Saturday practice. It's probably not. It's not a good sign for their game time decision.
No.
And
No.
that's not always the case. It's happened with Josh Jacobs a couple times this year, where I'm like, oh shit, he's got the swine flu for whatever reason. Like Kamish, shout out. But I came down to a Sunday game time decision, and you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it.
Yeah, we had a kicker epidemic going on this year where they're calling out of work. So yeah, you just got to be on top of those things. Don't risk it, guys. Don't procrastinate. Be on top of shit, and you're not going to deal. It was a detrimental loss to Only Dance.
Yeah.
I do hope they rebound. But that was huge. That's a huge loss. I think it kicked him from division leader to like now like 8th or something like that. And the worst part about it is that he has $100 coming at him next year in penalty fees.
Oh, wow.
And he's already mine is if I can pull
That's a whole lot of money. 100 in this league.
100
is a lot
is
of
huge
money.
when you're a competing team, and I'm pulling this right up now, boys. Going into next year, I'm pretty sure I won't be able to see it on here. He's already like negative $40 in the hole.
Oh, wow.
So he's the only
Hey,
team
you can go
over,
negative.
and now you put that at like 140 or 120, whatever it is. Like he's got some uphill
I
sledding.
can go into debt.
Yeah,
me that.
you just got to be out of debt by next.
You'll have a
Draft.
deadline.
Only Dan's is at minus 41 for the 2026 cap.
We're gonna
wow.
see. We're gonna see what Only Dan's is made of these next 2 years. I do hope it would be great to see because again, man, it's like it sucks. That sucks. Like you waking up to that and just seeing that and then losing. It could not have went any worse way for him. It sucks losing by a point. Like, dude, the
Yeah.
whole watching Jalen Warren,
Any of his
help-
other running backs that he
anything.
could have
I
got.
mean, dude, the worst part about it is you got to watch your running back who you should have been starting team up, helping the other dude's quarterback on dump passes gain points.
Yeah.
It's like they're in cahoots against you. It sucks, man. You got to just sit in the cuck chair at that point, and it's not fun. so, anyways. All right, moving forward, we're going to dip into Week 11 now. We're going to talk a little bit about Week 11. Before we do so, we're going to talk about we're going to kind of push this segment forward. We're going to talk about waivers, ads, any notable waiver ads, and any trades. It's getting trade season, boys. Next week is next Tuesday, 4 p.m. Arizona time. Going to be the cutoff for trades. Start getting those trades ready, and let's see. Were there any notable waiver wires this week? Let's see.
I
look
talked about
Bad
it
Intentions
before.
did all the work.
Yeah, he's active.
Yeah.
He's real active in the waivers. We talked about it before, but
Yeah,
I
nothing.
mean, Tyler Bidet, that's a little something. Like I said, who knows in that Sean Payton system? Maybe he gets a tutty on the goal line. He got some touches last week, I think, when Dobbins was out for a sec. So clearly they like him a bit more than Jalen McLaughlin, I would imagine.
You know who was an interesting ad today?
Who?
Mac Hollins. Mac Hollins by Smoking Jays, wide receiver. It's almost like the guy dropped what 12 points, 12.9.
12 points.
Something like
12,
that.
something like that.
So this is beautiful. This is after the fact. I'm going on record and say I did this to make an example. Again, when you're taunting me, I will taunt back. and when you tell me that you can't IR somebody because there's nobody on the waiver wire, like Blowies, it's like, all right, like what? Like, I'm sorry that's the way your front office operates. Very dense of your front office, but you gotta not be complacent. You gotta make moves. So 12.9. Can we pull that up? That stat, Deli. What did he get tonight? 10.4.
10 points is Khalil Shakur every week, and it's
That's
helping
not
me
bad.
get to the
That's
finish
not
line.
bad. But according to Blowies, it was not worth snagging someone like him or anyone else, even to Jalen Naylor, who dropped 26 points last week. Not worth the flyer, boys.
And on Blowy's team, if he was watching the games, he'd see J.J. McCarthy had a better connection with Naylor than he really did with Addison or Jefferson for that game.
I mean, he's allegedly a Vikings fan, so he should know. I mean, I don't know why.
Bad Intentions got, which I think maybe is a little bit of an overpay, but the savvy vet, Tyler Lockett, just coming off of 6 targets, caught 5 of them, 44 yards, but that's good for PPR.
I hope he goes off
10
on
points,
Smoking
12
Jays.
points. And it's such a dog shit team. I mean, it sucks for the first number 1 overall pick, but, you know, when he's getting blitzed at the line. If you've watched any of those dog-ass Titans game, he is getting murdered, and you want those quick checkdowns to your slot guy, you know?
We're
Which I think
rooting
Tyler
for you
Lockett
this
can do.
week, Christian.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for you. Pull out the W on commish.
I'm not, because you're in my division, so I don't care. You should fucking lose.
Yeah. Yes. And the trade, only one trade went down, was between Smoking Jays and Dad Bodies. What do you guys think of that trade? You guys read the details on it?
I'm reading it right now. What do you think, Fuller?
I like getting Secura and Robinson with McCaffrey going to make a playoff push. Helps give you depth at running back, which is always nice, or you have a plug and play if your star goes down. But I think that's a good move for both sides.
I was going to say, I think it makes sense. Maybe a little bit undervalued for Commish, but we're playing in a different league, so I was looking at it, and it's a big contract. So it's smart to get not only the backup, but a guy that can eventually slide into that RB1 role. We've seen that he can be a starting running back in this league. He was good with the Commanders. So Commish gets to move up 2 trade spots. That's huge for him. And he gets rid of a $200 contract. That's the pretty heady move.
He is unrestricted after this year.
Oh, he's not on 2-year?
Yeah, no, he's
Okay.
yeah, so it worked out from that was one of the deal breakers
Okay, fair enough.
in the trade. We talked about it. Like, he's a smart dude. He's asking John, even though he doesn't talk a lot, that's this guy who knows what's going on, and he's.
But if he's
tier 1
unrestricted,
player.
that means his salary next year will be lower anyways.
Yeah.
So
So
he's
he's
actually
like,
going to be
absolutely.
a better move. He'll have first dibs on
Absolutely.
it. That's good for both sides. That's a good trade.
But,
good trade.
yeah, my thought process is that I knew straight up he was not part of our future. He was not going to be on our team next year whatsoever. So it was one of those like, hey, get rid of like the Jets should have done with Breece Hall probably is what we did with Brian Robinson. We knew we weren't going to get anything returned from him next year, so might as well get something from now.
That's what the Jets should do with Justin Fields. They should get a bag of potato chips and a paperclip. Anything. Get something. Get a voucher for a game. I don't know.
Yeah.
Get that dude the fuck out of New York.
Yeah, poor guy. Let's see here though. So yeah, so the trade, that was the trade. Again, I think we're gonna see some nibbles next week. I think we might see another trade or two. What about you, Fuller? Are you making some moves next week or what?
You know, it's been tough for us this year. We really love our roster, and we like how everything's set up moving forward for us. So we haven't really thought about making trades with how our team's been playing. So we got to see how this weekend plays out and see where it takes
this
us.
is perfect. I don't have to do anything.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. If we win, we gotta seriously start considering get to work quick. But if we lose, who knows?
Who do you play this week?
I have got Blowies this week.
Oh yeah, that's right. Game of the week. You
Yeah.
guys are game of the week. If you win, you might need to get active.
Hell yeah,
on the trade.
Absolutely. We've been eyeing some
Hopefully
guys, but we still have to reach out. We haven't needed to reach out yet.
Hopefully, we're sitting on the cast next week and being like, "Wow, me and Deli are like, wow, he really did it. He really made a trade to better his team." So
Hey,
we're all eyes are on you. So
don't get too excited.
Yeah, trade's coming up. Yeah, we're not. Trust me. It's coming up, boys. Start wheeling and dealing. Now jumping into week 11.
Oh yeah, Delaniacs might be buying here. Quick shameless plug. 9-1. I don't need to make move. This roster is good, but I'm ready to hear any trade offer. Fish, don't come at me with that bullshit. You can come at me with that bullshit. I'll listen.
Miss me with
Yeah,
that
just come hit me
bullshit.
up. We're ready. We got picks to give away.
Yeah, you do. You need something.
There we go.
What would you like
We
for
need
Christmas?
something. We need
What is
something.
what is on your your
bud.
Christmas list?
What's up?
So what's on your Christmas list?
I've been really looking at these nice pair of Nike tennis right. No, I'm just kidding. Like Fuller said, we do running back depth is a little bit scary for us. Maybe some upgrades at a receiver position, receiver 3. I don't know. Just come talk to me.
I mean, dude, I according to Matt LaFleur, Marshawn Lloyd comes back. He's taking over
This
the
fucking
RB.
guy in Marshawn Lloyd.
Won't
Marshawn
give
Lloyd's not
up on
seeing the
it.
field this
Yeah.
year, buddy. I
Marshawn
appreciate it.
Lloyd. I don't think I've ever drafted a guy that's pissed me off more than Marshawn Lloyd.
Well,
That
what
is
about
like-
Judy?
No. I mean, dude, Judy's a headache, but like, dude, last week Judy dropped fucking 20 plus.
Yeah.
So Judy can go do that. Marshawn Lloyd,
No.
Here's a good question for you. How much more comfortable do you feel if Shedeur steps into the starting spot as opposed to Dylan Gabriel? Like, does your confidence in Judy go from like a 0 to like a 5 to like a 10? Like, how big do you think he is for him?
I think he's big overall. I think overall, Shedeur is just. I know he comes with the circus, but I think he's a better quarterback. I mean, it's not hard. We all know he is the better quarterback. Yeah, he has his flaws.
Definitely more accurate.
Dylan Gabriel just looks like he signed up. He like got a job that he was not qualified for. You know, like he like applied on Indeed, and then he got this sick job, and then now he's like, "What the fuck?" This is like he's like trying to play the part, but no.
I'm the CFO of this company. Holy shit!
Let's be honest. Shedeur is more athletic. He did look better in college. He didn't have as good of a team. I mean, dude, like I think the whole Shedeur benching or whatever you want to call it, I think it humbled him, and the kid's got a little bit of chip on the shoulder. So I think it will do him some well. But I, as a Judy owner, like. Shedeur is my last hope. Like, I might be extending him before we got one more week. You hit those extensions. I might hit him with an extension before his price goes up. So, just to see.
Wow.
Just
Shedeur?
to see what's up there. Yeah. I mean, dude, he's $50 right now. Instead of paying the $200 next year, I might just extend him. And then, hey, if he goes to his team or he looks good or plays for the Browns, and I have a little Judy Shedeur stack. Boom.
People on Twitter have been sleuthing around, and they brought up a hilarious point that the NFL could be scheming to have his worst start possible. I don't know if you saw the weather report in Cleveland this week, but they're predicting the winds could get up to 30 miles an hour. So they're like, how perfect would it be if you bench Dylan Gabriel just to put Shedeur in a game where he can't throw the fucking ball? And then the media is going to be like, this dude sucks.
Oh, and then
all of them.
Yeah, I love them. Yeah, so where were we at? Yeah, so all right, moving to week 11. Yeah, big things going on. Some of the top matchups. Let's talk about some of these matchups. Let's get moving. We'll kind of start dipping into next week.
We gotta get pushing. We're already at 35.
Hydra Kids, illegals, kind of illegals last hoorah. Hydra Kids is going to continue the win streak. We got dad buys versus back nines. That's going to be a big one for back nines. If he loses, it's kind of going to start being one of those like might need to start pack it up. I don't think he knows how to pack it up, but big game for back nines. Yeah. Blowies and Fuller effects. Yeah. That's going to be very pivotal for the playoff race.
A lot on the line this week.
Two guys that don't know when to pack it up, so we'll see.
Yeah, and you beat if you beat Blowies, then it's kind of like not only that, you have the tiebreaker on him, so who knows what Matt would do if you were to beat him this week. And honorable mention, of course, is Fish and Bova's. Always a good time to see those ones, but it already looks like it's pretty much over. As long as Travion didn't drop 73 points tonight, Bova still has a chance. So we're still good. And let's kind of move forward to our what we think is stud and dud of next week.
Stud.
I've been on a straight heater the last few weeks, boys, with my stud picks. We went Tucker Kraft, 2 touchdowns, Marvin Harrison, breakout game. Nailed that one, and Roma Dunze's comeback game last week, which I said, anytime touchdown. I said go put him in for anytime touchdown. So we're gonna keep it going, and I think my pick this week is a little bit pissed off. He got benched last week by Only Dan, so I think Jaylen Warren's got something to prove this week. I think Jaylen Warren, he's gonna shred the Bengals defense. Everyone shreds the Bengals defense. Like they're literally the worst rush defense in the NFL. So you got to go Jaylen Warren at this point, and yeah.
Jaylen Warren's been on a tear. The usages look good. Caleb Johnson's getting a little bit of those touches, but it seems like Tomlin really, really likes what he offers. And I think they've mentioned it online before that he's just much superior in pass protection, which is a big factor for getting onto the field. The NFL coaches want to see you be able to like protect in the pass,
Yeah, absolutely. And then my dud of this week, I know he's been looking good, but I'm going Rashid Rice, dude. I'm pretty sure they're getting Patrick Surtain back. It's a tough defense. Pat's going to be spreading the ball. I think Worthy might be getting some looks now. Dude, he could still go out and get 6 catches. Like, if you're cool with 6 catches, like 5 catches, 60 yards, whatever, 10 to 12 points, that's great. I don't see him breaking more than 14 points, 13 points this week. That's just me, though. Deltron, let's hear your stud and duds.
So for my stud, I've got my glorious king and also the commission's glorious king, Justin Herbert. It's a long overdue revenge game, 3 years in the making after they kicked our asses in the playoffs, the 31-point comeback or whatever.
Yeah.
But also, Jacksonville has allowed 5th most points to fantasy quarterbacks over the past 8 weeks. They're allowing 20.97, I believe, PPR standard scoring points to fantasy QBs. So Herbert's been on a tear. You know, the receiving core is looking real good. I think he's ready to get in there and dice up Jacksonville, give him the fucking...
That's funny.
And then for my...
Aaron's getting ready. Oh, it's time. It's time. He's standing up. No,
Man.
I agree, dude. During my rankings for this week, I actually had Herbert at like number 1, and then I was like, that's complete biasness.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put him at number 2.
I mean, he's been on a tear. His passing yards, I think he's still top 5, still in the top 5 passing yards this year through week 11 or whatever. Maybe he just fell out, but he's having a good season. And dude, his line's dog shit. So we can't get a running game to save our life. So he's got to throw that motherfucker, or else he's getting.
Yeah.
And then for my dud, I have Cortland Sutton. Been looking real depressing, and I think with Bo Nix taking a step back too, he has not looked good. He's missing passes, he's overthrowing dudes, and then the Kansas City pass defense, surprise, surprise, has been really good. Stifling. So I don't like Sutton unless maybe he gets a fucking random touchdown, but I'm out on it this week.
All right, Aaron.
I hear you. So my stud of the week is going to be Brock Bowers. He's got a comeback week coming, and playing Dallas's defense, no better way to get back in the end zone for yourself. And then my dud of the week, it's some people may not believe it, but I'm going to go with Trey McBride, seeing as he's going to be the only piece of offense that the Cardinals are going to put out on the field on Sunday.
Would that be better for his fantasy value, though?
I just think if you focus on taking that main portion away, just let anybody but McBride beat you. It's definitely going to be a tall task. It's not easy, but I could see him having an off week for sure.
Who do the Cards have this week?
San Fran.
Oh, okay. A little division game, too.
Yeah.
Hey, don't look now, real quick. If I stand correct, let me just double check if this guy has him in the lineup. Yeah, let's see. Oh, no, he doesn't. Okay, never mind. Who's got Michael Wilson in the lineup this week?
Does it?
Bovas.
Bovas? Yeah, Bovas has Michael Wilson.
I don't know why I thought Getz had.
You know Bovas has to start Michael Wilson. This is the best receiver choice.
He's going to look like a genius when Michael Wilson goes off for 3 touchdowns. So, no, I agree, man. I agree. I'll be at the game. I'll see firsthand McBride on the lock. But hopefully Cardinals, actually, it'd be nice to see them. As a Bears fan who's competing for the playoffs with the Niners, I would love to see the Cardinals win this week.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're not going to get Christian in this week. Let's dip over. I just texted him. Hopefully, we might have to do this one a little bit later. But let's dip into the spread of the week.
Spread. And we were not very successful last week, so we're really locked in this week, don't worry.
Yeah, let's see here.
We'll see.
I'm going to see if this line adjusted, because my spread of the week, I wanted to go Packers.
7.5 is scary.
A lot of back and forth. Is it Love? Is it LaFleur, whatever his fucking name is? They were at -7.5. They dropped to -7. Man, the Giants are depleted. They don't have their head coach. They don't have a quarterback. They don't have a running back. They're losing a wide receiver. Las Vegas knows something, which they probably do. I don't get how the Packers don't smash the Giants this week. I don't give a shit if it's in New York. Like, they got to. I know they have a good defense,
especially with how they played last
Green
week.
Bay -7.
All right.
Yeah. Well, Eagles, they got a good defense. They got the almighty whites and flying around the backfield. All right, let's hear some spreads, boys.
I'll go. My spread of the week is gonna be Kansas City -3.5 coming off of a bye. Andy Reid's generally pretty good on the bye, and Kansas City's it's getting to that point to where they gotta actually start playing and try to make the playoffs, which is kind of weird to say for Kansas City, seeing as they won the division for 10 years in a row or something like that.
Forever.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go KC -3.5.
You think they do it?
Yeah, I do.
I like it.
I think Spags is gonna have something for Bo Nix, which is a lot of pressure.
I got something
and
for your bitch ass, don't worry.
I think they're gonna create some turnovers.
We
We haven't heard from Chandler Jones in a couple weeks, so.
Is it confirmed Surtain's back? If he's out, I kind of like that.
Jeez, man. Let me see here. That's a great question. Patrick Surtain.
Patrick
yeah,
Surtain. So I think they said at first it was 4 to 6 weeks, but then they said they were leaning on it being remains out of practice for the Broncos today. Bless you.
Oh man, we're sorry, boys. We've been sick.
So they're out. Dobbins, Surtain. Okay.
I don't care
I think
if
that's an
Rashee
easy
Rice.
one.
He's still. Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, that's easy.
All right, and Deltron.
I got Tua Tunga Vailoa Dolphins -2.5, coming riding real high after beating the dog dick out of the Bills. However that happened.
Yeah.
But I think they look a little bit better. Their defense has been a little bit better. Tua went out there and put up some points, and the Commanders are starting Mariota. You know, Jaden Daniels isn't on IR. He should be back at some point, but this Commanders team has just looked god-fucking awful. So, yeah, I'll take the Dolphins -2.5.
Like it.
All right.
Getting hot.
Okay. And Christian texted me. He said, let me spin the magic wheel. I'm going to go Dolphins. I'm sorry, not Dolphins. Lions. He's going Lions.
Lions, what's the line?
Over Eagles. +2.5. Do we just
Plus
make
2.5.
it?
Okay.
Yeah. I hate 2.5.
like it.
Man. I hate 2.5.
That's scary.
It's like, if they lose by a fucking field goal, let me just see what a little 3.5 teaser would be. It would still be a +996.
I mean, I like it.
I have no choice.
Yeah.
I have to put it in.
I
Lock
have
it
to.
in.
All right, boys. So we got Packers -7. We got Chiefs -3.5. Dolphins -2.5. And Detroit +3.5. Lock it in. We're due to win a squad ride or a spread ride soon. So don't miss out, fellas. You don't want to miss money. No one likes missing out on money. And if you don't place these bets, then you'll never win money. But, yeah, we're going to close this up. Fellas, any final words?
Just, hey, I'm coming, boys. I'm coming for that fucking crown, Gordy. You're going to give me that shit.
Do not come.
Hey,
Do not come.
My lines are open for trade, so let's get talking.
I don't believe...
What is
I don't
on your?
believe
What are you
that.
looking for? Yeah, we don't believe that one bit. But if you were to hypothetically ever like fantasize about a trade, what would it be?
What do you mean? Like what position?
Yeah.
What are you looking to upgrade? What are you in the mood for?
I need to upgrade tight end for sure, and maybe lock down running back.
Talking to
Get-
two guys with 3 starting caliber tight
Get-
ends.
I don't know. I already got
Get some
somebody
wide
asking
receiver
about-
depth, you know.
Someone's been inquiring about one of my sons at tight end tonight, so I got to see how that goes. We might see some more action. I have a few trades up my sleeve going into next week. I'm not done
Yeah.
wheeling and dealing. You boys are gonna see this.
We know that.
So, all right, fellas. All right, well, that is gonna wrap everything up. Good luck this week, boys. You guys are in the mix. I hope you guys win. Take them out. I don't know. It'd be wild if Guest pulls this one off, but he won't. Best of luck, and we'll see you fellas next week.
Bye.